I had a friend of mine struggling with mold in his home. His house get flooded from the ocean about twice a year. Beautiful spot, but a horrible spot. And he was diagnosed with mold in his sinuses. And the doctor drilled his sinuses, pulled out the mold, prescribed him antibiotics. And I was like, okay, well,
Wow.
you actually diagnosed mold and yeast in the sinuses, and you didn't give nystatin or anything to kill the mold.
Mold.
And he's like, no. So I was doing some research, and I was like, first of all, you got to get on nystatin or something. And doctor wouldn't prescribe it. So I said, well, take this probiotic and sniff it. He goes, oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. I said, no. And I sent him 4 research papers about inhalation of probiotics and how chronic sinusitis is associated with low levels of beneficial probiotics in your sinuses. And those who do not have chronic sinusitis have a plethora of beneficial bacteria in their sinuses and in their nostrils. So he read it and he's like, oh, what the hell? It can't really make me worse. And I actually did it myself first before I gave it to him. And it doesn't take much. You open the capsule, and I literally would take maybe 1/10 of a capsule, content of the capsule, put it on my fingertip, and then sniff and wipe it in. And I kid you not, the sinuses opened within seconds of putting
Wow.
it in there. And the girl came over, and so he texted me back. I called him, and I said, so how you doing? He goes, I haven't felt this good in years. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then a girl came over, and she was going to get sinus surgery the next day because she was an athlete. She still plays soccer for college to this day. In fact, I think she's the top girl in our area for college soccer. And she could not breathe out of her right or left nostril. I don't remember which one. I think it was her right. And so she was going to go get that taken care of so she can breathe during her sports. I said, just out of curiosity, I just sniffed this probiotic. She's like, all right. And into the bathroom she went, sniffed it. And then we were talking with her mother down in the backyard. And then she came down about 15 minutes later. She's like, excuse me, Mom. Yeah. She goes, I can breathe through my right nostril.